We are.
Yeah.
It is Ardbeg Day.
Ardbeg, yes. So
Remember this face. Okay. We are channeling
Ardbeg.
Ardbeg.
So this show is all about Ardbeg.
Yeah. And in particular, this time, it's all about the heavy vapors of Ardbeg. It's like Ardbeg farted.
Yeah, there you go. And it's a little more pleasant than, just passing gas.
Man, if I could fart like that, I'd tell you what.
You'd be wealthy.
We could bottle that and sell it.
Anyway, so this is actually the committee release. Oh, and as you see back here, there's
a number of Ardbeg
Sean, and he's slowly converting me, but we are kind of Ardbeg fans. Fanboys?
Yeah, I would.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, sure.
I would think, because it's they have such a unique.
Boys, it's different.
They have such a unique marketing strategy.
They do.
Scam, perhaps.
Yeah, well,
the whole committee thing.
This is an interesting thing. So, Ardbeg, one of the coolest things about Ardbeg is that they have this amazing sort of trifecta of cool. And the one thing, so the trifecta of cool, so they have a great product, number one.
Yeah.
They have a great marketing program. And they have great art on the bottles.
Oh, they do.
So all three of these things, when they work together, are like priceless. And this is the kind of stuff that we get.
Yeah.
Right? So there's lots of scotches out there, and you know what? Glenfiddich puts out a new bottle every once in a while, and Glenmorangie puts out a new one every once in a while, and so on and so on. But these guys, you can count on a new Ardbeg pretty much twice a year.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's a unique bottle. So as we were talking before the show, they have the WeBeWhisky, 5-year-old. They have the Ardbeg 10, which is fine.
Right.
And actually, I find the WeBeWhisky is a little bit harsh.
It is. So, I find it a little rough around the edges.
Yeah. The Ardbeg 10, just fine as an everyday Scotch, right?
It's a daily driver.
It's a good.
Well, no.
They've got
confusing driving and alcohol, but it is kind of.
And they've got their set of scotches that they always have. You can get them anywhere all the time, right?
All day long.
But then the committee releases come along. And then after the committee release, then they have the limited releases,
then they bring out, yes.
So it is, for us, it is that uniqueness.
Absolutely.
Because this is at 50.2%. This is a committee release.
That's correct.
The limited edition that's available all over the place. You can buy it anywhere. 46%. So it's just a little bit different, right?
It's like if you had a clone of you and I, right? Oh, we're the originals.
God forbid.
We're smart and we're really good. But then we have a clone which is just a little bit dumber and not quite as good looking.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Exactly. So we're going to. Oh, you get that aroma right off of the bottle. It's
Oh, man.
Right. So we're going to pour just a little drizzle in here.
We really only a drizzle.
There
one of the beautiful things about this particular Scotch, and one thing to look forward to, because you're not probably going to get the committee release at this stage of the game.
It's all gone at this point.
It's all gone. They only make so many bottles. There's 120,000 members thereabouts of the committee. However, there's only some that are truly, enamored by the product, and so we'll go out and make a point of buying the committee release.
We have bought
that would be us.
All the way, right? As soon as we get the email that it's available,
boom,
we're typing in our credit card number and waiting. God, here we go. Let's get that baby.
Yep. As soon as we get our producer Nancy hooked up, we'll get 4 bottles at a time. It'll be wonderful.
No, but that's, and it's probably true right across the entire planet.
Absolutely.
Because we're fans of Ardbeg everywhere. As soon as that release comes along, we're looking for it. So.
And Ardbeg does things to engage the retail outlet as well. So, for example, you have to register as an Ardbeg embassy. And then you get access to the committee releases
right?
for your customers. So it gives them an additional strategy to use to bring new people into their store,
Exactly.
which I think is brilliant. Like, I mean, this is great. If I could get this done for the barbershop, it would be fabulous.
Yeah,
But anyway,
we could be an Ardbeg embassy.
we could be,
right here,
right?
yeah.
Well, we are in our bag embassy.
Well, sort of, yeah.
we're just sort of, we're more
Ambassadors.
mercenaries, more or less.
Yeah, mercenaries. So in Calgary, the Ardbeg embassy,
Yeah.
from what I could find online,
So far has materialized to be
Kensington Wine Market.
exactly.
So a shout out to everybody at Kensington Wine Market.
Kensington Wine Market,
Yeah.
very cool place. We haven't did we were big fans of Willow Park, and we still are, but they got bought out by Co-op, which is a big grocery chain. So, but now we have this wonderful Kensington Wine Market, which is still truly independent, hasn't sold out to corporate America.
No.
And look what we get. We get committee releases of Ardbeg. Yay!
Exactly. And the only other embassy that I could find in Canada was in Toronto, the Caledonian.
Yeah.
So I haven't been there. I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's just off of the water a bit, but you're actually familiar with the area,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know the Caledonian.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do know where it is. But you know, so anyways, what I'm trying to say is that for us right now, Kensington Wine Market is our new dealer.
Yeah. That's our new favorite place.
Our new dealer.
Yeah.
Oh my. Heavy
And
vapors indeed.
Well, there's quite a bit of smoke. It's not over the top smoke.
No, not smoky
No.
as such. Not like in the typical Ardbeg.
No.
Like for example, the Scorch,
No.
which was just crazy over the top smoky. But that was
Because when
lovely,
you
but it
open the
was-
bottle on that one, it just
Oh, it filled
permeated
the room.
the whole room, right?
There's 1,500 square feet in here, and guys that were like, 25 feet away from the bottle with a plexiglass screen were smelling it and going, "What the hell is
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah.
Ah, that's the new Scotch we got. It's called Scorch.
Scorch. Yeah.
But this one, heavy
So when you were
vapors.
actually fortunate enough to get a committee release
Yes.
on that one. Yeah.
It was the first time we ever had a committee release, and honestly, we were like children with a gun for the first time. Like we didn't know how to use it properly. We shot all kinds of it all over the place, and you know what? We really lost the opportunity on that one.
Yeah. No. But anyways, now you have this one. So
Yeah, and this one's quite good, and I would almost say it's darn near as good as Scorch, for different reasons, though.
yeah. So it's telling us that it's a pungent earthiness fills the lungs. Aromatic clouds of darkest chocolate and sharp peppermint, excuse me. I have had a little sample before, so I might be slurring just a tad. Sorry about that.
Oh, Randy.
Sharp
You're such a-
peppermint. Yes. Ascend aniseed and powdery cinnamon.
Powdery cinnamon.
Yes, yes.
Not the brick cinnamon
No,
that you're
no.
used to, or the tube
not-
cinnamon that you
not
might
that-
be familiar with.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is powdery.
cinnamon. Yes.
Powdery cinnamon. So like my grandmother used to
that's
make cinnamon
different.
toast, and it was powdery cinnamon with sugar all over the toast, full of butter. But it's
Yeah, yeah.
different.
Oh, and that's the best,
that.
right? It's probably not the greatest breakfast, but it's awesome.
Oh, take the crust away, and it's just like oh, it's dripping. Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyways, back to heavy
digress.
vapor. So yeah.
Okay, so the name of the bottle is Heavy Vapours. There is no age statement on this bottle, by the
No,
way. I just want
no.
to point that out.
It's not
and this
chill
is
filtered.
very common. Yes, it's not chill filtered either.
No.
So this is quite common with Ardbeg now. Is they don't include an age statement, or very rarely they include an age statement in their.
But I did on the little bit of research that I did on this. It looks like this is 11 years old.
11 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. So, anyways, you gonna have a sip?
Yeah, man. Okay, and I want to say this too, because I'm going to say this before I sip this. The finish on this particular dram is unbelievably long. And I had the pleasure of having about a third of what we have here.
Okay.
Between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the afternoon one afternoon.
Are you saying I gave us too heavy a pour?
No, not at all. There's never too heavy a pour, Randy. You could fill this to the brim and it would be just fine.
And it does linger.
It does.
Really is.
It stays there. And I remember the very first time I had sushi with anybody that knew anything about sushi. And I'm pouring through, I'm just like chowing down on it like crazy. And he's like, whoa, stop. Savor the flavor of the fish before you go to the next piece. And I'm like, wow, okay, so I did. And it was like, wow, now sushi really has a whole new perspective for me.
Right.
So when I'm talking about this finish, it's like watching a guy who knows how to play golf really well and drives a really long ball. And you just watch it and it just goes and goes.
Just hangs
and goes
in there.
and goes and goes and goes. And it never seems to drop off. It's just, there it is. And that's what I feel like is this. So now I'm going to try this. So I'm going to.
And on the nose, before you sip,
Yeah.
were you finding any of that chocolate, peppermint, aniseed, or cinnamon?
Yeah, so definitely there's this hint of chocolate there that I really like. And yeah, but it's all very subtle, and that's something else I got to say about this, because even though the flavor is incredibly bold, if you just sort of skirt the rim of the glass here and just get the light vapor off of this, it's so subtle. It is so lovely. But there's the chocolate, there's this little...
The name is a little bit misleading because it's not really blasting
until you taste it.
Until it,
Then the whole game changes. Everything changes.
Yeah, and I get that dark chocolate hanging in there for sure. Right on the front of the palate. But that 50.2% alcohol, and it's not a real burn. No. It's just you can feel it carrying back into the back of your throat, right? And that chocolate kind of migrates back across your tongue.
And it just
hangs in
doesn't
there.
let go.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, like you talk about dollars per sip. This is like amazing because you can string this out for a really, really long time. And you're not, you can just continue to taste this. Like, and it just it's just there.
Yeah.
We've never done a Scotch in this entire show program, and in all 13 episodes prior to this, where the flavor just hangs in there for so long. I could talk for another 20 minutes about this, still experience that flavor before I even wanted to have another. Like it just
continues.
Great, man. So, and I suspect that the non-committee, what do we call that release? Limited release.
Yeah.
I believe that it would probably have a lot of that same characteristic.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe not quite as in depth,
no,
but
because it's at 46%. Now, 46% is still
that's still
a really
to
good
reckon
percentage,
with,
right? Yes, absolutely. Because
100%.
your normal Scotches are going to be at like 40%, right?
Absolutely.
And that is very anemic.
Yes.
So yeah, but this
and they do. And this is the thing. Like no matter how good, how high we rate a particular Scotch, the reality is that a lot of them actually, in comparison to what the flavor profiles are here and the boldness of these, anemic is a really good word.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to try a little bit of water in this.
Excellent. I'm ready to go with that
right
too.
Here, just a little splash
just
in there.
Yeah, a couple of little drips there. Now
we'll see what it does to it.
It softens the nose right away. I mean, it's not nearly as bold, but it's lovely. All those same aromas are still there, though.
I can actually smell the chocolate on it now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I'm noticing that the actual flavor notes are becoming more profound. They're brighter.
Yeah, that's a good word. It's a little brighter.
It's like the difference between a cassette tape and a CD.
There you go.
Most of you, well, maybe a lot of you won't remember what cassettes were like, but there's less noise
And I
in
think
the background.
I think the chocolate is more profound. I'm not tasting a lot of peppermint on it. I do get a hint of cinnamon,
yeah,
you know, but that's just my palate. But the chocolate just slaps me.
Yeah, that one is, yeah, front and center for sure.
And it's very pleasant.
Mm.
Yeah, and the 50.2% just doesn't hammer you like a normal 50.
No, and
50
that's
ABV
another,
is going to, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, because we've had some on this show that have been pretty intense and like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So and yeah, we've got a lot of different ones that you've tried. I mean, do you have Ardbeg 10 in your collection right at the moment?
No,
But
and I don't even have a WeBeWhisky.
you don't have a WeBeWhisky. You have had them in the past.
I've had,
though,
yeah, I've had
There's
both.
a lot of different variety here. So
Exactly.
and we did just before the show. We tried that one a bit.
Yeah.
And it was just not quite.
It was just not very explosive or bright.
This one is on the front. It says like biting a spiky ball.
It was more like sniffing a spiky ball, but it wasn't like biting.
Taste buds pumped.
But this is but I want to point out though that one of the beautiful things about Ardbeg and why we're such big fans of it is because of the range of experiences here.
Yes.
And this is the fun part about this. And we were talking about this before we started recording. And it was this, like anybody that wants to get in on or join the journey through Scotch, this is a really, really great place to start.
It is.
Because there's so many new versions of these coming out that you can actually start to develop a real affinity for them and start to determine or define or discern what is different between these, because they're very different. Like there are no two the same, and even a novice, and this is the point, that even a novice will be able to find the differences in the different versions of these fabulous,
for sure.
Yeah, and even on in the limited releases, you still have to look at it like there's an amazing range of experiential flavors in all of these bottles, whether it's limited release or committee release. There's still going to be there, and so for the novice jumping into this world, this is the place to go. If I were looking to understand something and learn something about whiskeys, particularly Scotch whiskeys, Ardbeg is definitely the place I'd want to start.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, so on this one, the marketing on this is the what is it, the purifier?
Yeah, the purifier.
Yeah.
This one's missing the purifier. This one, we wound up with basically the washback. Yeah, the boiler wasn't working in the distiller, so they had to open this the washback tanks up and let natural yeast fall. Okay. Very interesting. But then again,
sounds like it's planned, right?
Yeah.
And the same with this purifier. They just took the purifier off.
Out of the system.
Now the purifier is a piece of equipment that's in the original distiller.
Exactly.
So it's part of the original spirit distillation. And I'm probably wrong about this, but I thought most of the character of the product comes out of the barrels and the age and all that. So how much is this purifier thing
actually really?
I think it's marketing. Is what it is, you know, to a large degree.
But this is something that we should all dig into. Like, and if you guys have any ideas about it, you know, what that purifier actually does and why? Because it's missing that this is so incredibly bold on the finish.
Yeah.
Maybe there is a connection there, Randy. I don't know.
Maybe I'm a little cynical on
because
that
I've never experienced a Scotch that actually has this much you know what I mean? Like
it's a very interesting.
Still there. It's
Yeah.
like I've had 2 sips of this, and it's like still there.
So where would we score this? Where would you score it? I mean,
oh man, this is reaching for the sky territory. I just because I love. Okay, it's an expensive bottle because it's community release, and believe me, the limited release is going to be just as expensive.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you could nurse this for hours.
Yeah.
So what does that do in terms of the value of the product?
Yeah.
Right? So you're not running back to the bar every 5 minutes to get another refill because this is just going to keep going and going and going. It's like that battery that has the bunny. I don't want to name it, but because they're not getting paid from them.
We're not getting paid from Ardbeg either. We're paying a premium on.
Or Kensington for that matter. But there's always an opportunity. But anyway. Less likely with those battery guys.
Yes.
What do you got written there, Randy? Oh, Nancy. Cost.
Oh, yes.
Cost
on this.
Yes.
Like $175 is what we paid.
Is what
for
we
this,
paid for it.
yes.
Plus the government's cut brought it up to $325.
Right. Yeah. So, but just before the show, I was Googling the limited release that's around, and it was selling for like $199. You know, so we can't complain. We got a bargain on the limited
smoking
edition.
hot deal.
And the limited is only at 46%. I mean,
right.
Not only. I mean, that's generally that's a really good percentage, right? You know, you buy the
like a brown bag for that Scotch
blends. the brown bag Scotches are at 40%, right? So yeah, don't ever buy anything at 40%. You're just wasting your money, right? So.
But actually, you know what, Randy? We haven't done this in a while. We did it early on, but we should do it again. Is a brown bag Scotch?
A brown bag Scotch, yeah. That was a co-op
right?
Scotch that we had done. Yeah. We should do that again.
It was so good, right? It was like holy shit, that's okay. Oops, sorry, I said the S word.
That's all right. It's
not family.
It's an adult. Yeah, it's
right.
not family.
Right.
I ticked that little box that says it's not acceptable for families.
Oh, okay.
So you can say whatever the fuck you want on it. It doesn't matter, right?
Excellent.
So,
because it's 18 and over.
Yeah.
Well, and you have to be to drink, so.
Yeah. So,
there you go.
if you don't like it,
all right, you kids.
But
don't be watching this.
Score.
Turn this off.
We were going for scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scores. All right. So I am very inclined to leap towards 88.5.
Yeah. I'm inclined to. I don't know. You know what? I was inclined to go a little bit higher, and then my wee little pea brain, the squirrel in there, just ticked a cog, and I remember what the Hypernova tasted like.
That's the thing.
The Hypernova was just that much better. I would have placed this at 90 plus. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think we did when we have we actually.
No, we haven't done that.
We haven't done that one.
No.
Well,
we didn't do that. But this one. Okay,
well, hot damn, Mr.
Just
Lundley.
a little less than the Hypernova.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would bump it up to like 89.
Yeah.
You know.
88 and a half, 89. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're within range for sure.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I can't disagree with you. I would go in that very high range because it's so good.
It is really good. Yeah.
And again, the value for the dollar. So, honestly, there's 2 more sips left in here, but I'm reluctant to take them at this moment because this is so good. It's just the finish is still there.
It hits you. It lingers on your palate for so long.
It does.
It's all about the experience, right? The taste.
I think they should take the purifier out of Scotch in general if this is the case. We would drink a whole lot less. We'd save a ton of money.
Yeah.
We wouldn't drink less. We'd save money.
Yeah. But so to wrap it up,
I
think this Scotch is, like in general, this Scotch particular was well worth getting it through a committee release.
Hell
and
yes.
Anybody can be a committee member. You just have to go online, go to the ardbeg.com, find the little button that says join the committee, And
But not
then-
before you like and subscribe here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like and subscribe.
Go thereafter.
Yeah.
They'll be there forever. The distillery's been around for millions
And then
of
as
years.
far as our local Ardbeg embassy, you can sign up with them for,
Yes, you can.
for newsletters and
Should
all
we
that
be
kind of
telling
thing.
them that though? Because that's going to dwindle the possibilities of us getting this again.
Oh, yeah, don't go
Yeah, don't
anywhere
do that.
near.
Don't
go anywhere near Kensington
those-
Wine Market.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Stay away. Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. We want to get at least 4 of these bottles
Every
release.
time.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys stay away. You
Yeah.
hate the
We'll let
committee
you know.
idea.
Hell,
Yeah.
We'll make you a deal.
Yeah.
We'll let you know when you can get on there and get them.
Yeah,
How's
exactly.
that?
We'll test the committee release. You guys can go and get the limited release. It's available anytime.
Yeah,
right?
sure,
So,
absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely.
Don't
Perfect.
waste your money on the
Yeah,
committee
yeah,
release.
that's-
You're
yeah.
not gonna. It's not a best. It's not a good idea to drink it anyways.
No.
You really should.
Alcohol is bad for you.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, anyways, 89. It's an excellent Scotch.
It is a fantastic.
We love
Scotch.
this Scotch.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheers. Till next time.
Happy whiskey.
Yeah, and drink responsibly.
Yes. 4 wheels on your car. Four
Four
drinks.
drinks. Ciao.